this section right here. This is definitely one of the key highlights in this home. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. My name is Mina, I'm from Ion Real Estate, and I am here with
Isha Dylan from Ion Real Estate.
And we are here to show you today an absolute masterpiece, one of a kind. Now, what is behind me here is sitting on 639 square meters of prime real estate in Berwick. We are at number 10 Willard Court in Berwick. Now, from a location perspective, guys, I dare say it's very close to shops, public transport, childcare centres, schools. Is there anything else that you would want to be closer to? That's about it, really.
100%.
Now, behind me here, you can pretty much tell just by looking at the property. We have a slightly elevated block which gives you fantastic views from the upper floor and very extensively landscaped gardens back and front. On top of that, you can probably tell it's got tinted windows at the bottom floor as well, double doors at the entry. The property itself is built in 2015, and I dare say, Isha, you've seen it inside.
Oh, it's beautiful. Come and have a look.
Now, what I'd love to show you guys is a series of features that are very, very hard to have that kind of combination in any property that's ever been on the market in this area. Now, on top of that, before we go in, I just want to highlight a couple of things. Like I said, the facade itself is custom, and on top of that, you've got cameras surrounding the property, but the more impressive features are inside the house.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 10 Willard Court in Berwick. Now, what we have here, guys, is nothing short than what I could call an extravaganza. It is stunning in every sense of the word. The second you walk in, look at that. You are greeted by this enormous void that is right at the entry. Now, right hanging from there, you've obviously got glass panels in the second floor there as well. You've got a custom built light right at the top there, but it's not just the entry. Like, I know the entry certainly shows off this property, but it's all the little details that you can see. Now, the second you walk in, you will notice, unlike the majority of homes, locally or even in other areas, the flooring at the majority of the bottom floor here, what you've got here is actually polished concrete. Now, here is the beauty. The vast majority of the bottom floor, aside from the master bedroom in the back and the pantry area, those sections, they're the only sections in the bottom floor of this house that are not heated. So you've essentially got majority of the bottom floor is actually heated flooring. Now, obviously, like I said, here we've got polished concrete. The house is presented like a display home, and you will be forgiven to think that it was one. Now, the first room that you are greeted by in this home is this enormous home office. So if you want to run a business from home, you've certainly got more than enough space to do so. Regardless of what industry you're in, I'm pretty sure this here is the size of definitely a sufficient enough office, and all you can probably tell as well. So everything you can see here, that's all built in. Built-in desks, built-in cabinetry, you got the nice LED lights in here as well. Gives it a very, very nice polished office atmosphere. And the beauty is, you can close it from the rest of the house, just like with most rooms in this property. Now, before I take you further, I want to also point out, in here, we have got another closed off room with very, very nice doors to close it off as well. There is nothing in this house that is short of exceptional. Now, in here, you've obviously got the theater room area, which you can turn into a formal lounge if you wish to do so. You've actually got another 2 living areas in this property to add to this as well. Now, here you've got built-in speakers, we have got the projector, and we've got this absolutely enormous screen, as well as the LED light strip in here as well, to certainly give it that feel of a gold-class cinema. Now, on top of that, again, you've got built-in cabinetry, and I spoke to the owner. It is quite likely that that whole seating arrangement here, aside from the side tables, that's also going to be staying with the property as well. Now, what we'd like to cover on is definitely the bottom floor before we go any further. So as you can see, the entry here looks like a piece of artwork. It looks like a gallery, more or less. Now, on my left-hand side, we have got the powder room in this section of the property, and we've got the laundry area in here as well. Now, before I get into the main living, I'll show you just a couple of bits and pieces in here. You've got these pull-out baskets, and on top of that, you've actually got a laundry chute in that section as well, so you can drop off clothes all the way from the top, all the way down here, grab them, put them in here, or put them straight into the dryer or the washing machine for that matter. And in that section as well, we've also got a very, very nice, quite a big storage cabinet in here as well. Now, aside from that, the one very key feature of this home that you are yet to see is this main living and dining area of the property. Now, over here, I'm going to start off on one section, then go to the other. Over here, as you guys can tell, very high ceilings. How high, you might ask? Approximately 3.5 meters in this section of the house. So you can very, very much feel that space. It certainly gives you that massive feel for space that you don't get with most homes. Now, aside from that as well, right behind me, you've got this very nice custom built wall, fireplace in here. You've got built-in cabinetry that's in that section as well. Even the benches here are stone bench tops as well in that cabinetry. Now, on top of that, you've got the third living area of this home as well, which is kind of, you can utilize it as a kids retreat area, a playroom, another bedroom. Really, you've got multiple usages for this room, a rumpus room, anything as such, because you certainly got more than enough living space for the home. Now, to top things off, and you've obviously got them really nice light fittings pretty much flowing all the way through the home. We've got refrigerated cooling in this property as well, and we've got heating and all the nice light fittings to go with it. And right in the heart of the home, you've got this huge, enormous kitchen, waterfall benches on one side, and you've got induction oven in here as well, and LED light strips, a glass splashback. Here you've got a steam combi oven, and you've got a built-in microwave, and you've got a self-cleaning oven as well. And as you can probably tell, they didn't go cheap with any of the appliances. These are Miele appliances to top things off. Now here we've got the dishwasher, which kind of really blends in quite nicely with the rest of the cabinetry. You wouldn't have even noticed it. And on top of that, you have got a butler's kitchen, the size of some kitchens on many homes. Even the butler's kitchen itself has got a lot of cabinetry that's built in, guys. You've got LED light strips, glass splashback in that section as well. Even the tapware in the butler's kitchen is very high end, as you can see. And again, all stone bench tops. And even the doors that are in here, as you can tell, frosted in that section. They're all sliding doors. You got a very nice wine rack in there as well. Now, aside from these things, you've got a number of elements in this house which you're not going to find in many homes, but a few of them, such as the downlights, for example. But a couple other cool things. You've got that front room, the office room that we got at the front of the house, and this section here as well are electric blinds. So you got that remote here, you press on that, it basically closes all the blinds in that room off. And let's go up again in one press of a button. Now, this is something we usually see in movies and TV shows, but could be yours. Now, what we'll go do here, guys, give me 1 sec. Now, aside from that, before we go to the upper floor, we want to cover on the stunning outdoor area in this home. Now, right in here, we've got an absolutely enormous alfresco. Now, because the type of cooling in the house as well, like today is quite a hot day, but if you put on that cooling in the house, it certainly flows quite well in here too. The whole thing is very much open, and the beauty about this outdoor area is they've actually got almost an outside kitchen. So you've got sink in here, you've got the barbecue area in here, you've obviously got a range hood in here as well. Essentially, it's just missing another cooktop and a stove, and you've basically got yourself a second kitchen. Now, in here we've got a fridge that is going to be staying with the property as well. And on top of that, aside from the sheer size of this outdoor area that you've got here, it also flows into the backyard, which I'll take you in a sec. Now, in this section of the house also, we've got the the first of the bedrooms. So essentially this is a master on its own. Now, if you've got parents, kids, teenage kids, friends that are visiting, anything like that, that want to come here and live with you for a period of time, this is the perfect room to do it in, obviously, because this has got its own ensuite, all floor to ceiling tiles, and it's got its own split system air conditioning. It's got its own air conditioning here. Now it's got its own walk-in robe. Not sure if that's a split system, but it's definitely air conditioning. And the beauty about this room, it's essentially separated from the rest of the home as well. Now over here, it takes us into the backyard. Now we are fortunate to have a nice sunny day today, so it gives us a fair bit of ability to demonstrate to you what you can do with a backyard like that. Now, aside from the sheer level of landscaping in this backyard, down this side of the house, you've actually got a shed area that's kind of built into the property. Now, in here, as you can see, this is all artificial grass. So when I say the words basically no maintenance, this certainly defines the term no maintenance. There's nothing to cut here. You might do a bit of weeding every now and then. That's essentially about it. And if you wanted to put an in-ground pool in, obviously subject to council approval, you can certainly do so. And the atmosphere that this property gives, if you were to put an in-ground pool, lucky we have a nice sunny day today, you can only just visualize what that would look like. A nice 30-degree day with an outdoor area like that, and if you were to put an in-ground pool here, I think the two certainly match. Now, aside from that as well, guys, you've actually got that whole outdoor area. You can enclose it, as you can see. So even in here as well, it's all got these blinds that you can just pull down and encloses off that whole section. Now that we're pretty much covered on that whole bottom floor, I want to show you the rest of it, which is the upper floor of this home. Now, right when we get here, the first thing you're gonna see, a stunning staircase to the second floor of this property. Now, as you even climb up, like I said, all the little details have been thought of, all the way from the side of the staircase, the built-in lighting, and as you get into the staircase itself, it's not really disrupted by any other living areas in the middle, which is great. You've essentially got all the bedrooms upstairs and all the living areas downstairs. Now in here, you got the first of the 4 bedrooms upstairs. So as you can see, very good size, and you've got walk-in robe in here as well. Now the one thing you probably noticed throughout pretty much most of the property is you've got square set corners in the ceiling here as well. Now this here is bedroom number 2. Again, a full walk-in robe in here. Downlights, very nice quality carpet. The home itself, although it's built in 2015, it looks like it's barely been lived in. Here we've got separate toilet, and we have also got bedroom number 4, again with a large walk-in robe in it. But where I'm trying to lead you into, aside from the main bathroom, which all the bathrooms in this property are floor to ceiling. And now as you can see, again, all stone bench tops in here as well. Even the showers in the bathrooms, they're all tiled shower bases. Now here we have got the master bedroom in this home. And as I was mentioning before, you get a fairly nice view from the master, especially that the block is slightly elevated than the normal. So you actually get this very nice view. You get to wake up to that every single day. Now, in here, we've got very nice feature walls. We have got extra cabinetry space in here. You've got this huge walk-in robe, which essentially is kind of what we call a dressing room, and it's actually got its own mirror in here as well. So you don't have to buy your own, that comes with one. Now in here, we've got a full ensuite, and there's a couple of extra little features in this ensuite which you don't find in many. Now, aside from the fact that you got that stunning freestanding bath, this absolutely enormous double shower in here, you've actually got this part as well, which probably I wouldn't use it much for myself, but if you got, makeup to do or anything like that, This is absolutely exceptional section to do it in, and it's right in your ensuite area. And obviously on top of here, we've got double vanity, we've got stone bed shops in the sinks. Now, this property here, guys, is about to go to market over the next couple of days. Now, if you are looking at something that's, I dare say, an upsize, or something that's an upgrade, this certainly defines both of those categories, fit into both of these categories. So if you would like to have a look at this property, give us a call 0401 053 553 or PM my page.